This update is for July the 2nd, 2014. A really great day of walking. That's like every video I do. It's always I always like start with the same thing. Great day of walking, and it has been. It really has been.
Well, what else are you doing but walking?
Exactly. I'm here with two really great people right now. Mary Kate and Allie, whose parents hosted us last night and who are hosting us again this evening. So Allie and Mary Kate were able to walk with me today. We did about 12 miles, honestly?
Yeah.
12 miles to the town of Hesperus, Colorado. Tomorrow, Jake and I will make way towards Mancos, Colorado. But yeah, so we had this really big climb outside of Durango, and but all the gear, the bulk of the gear is still at Allie's house, and be dropped off over at this ski resort tomorrow. So we stopped right over there, and we'll go towards Mancos to the west, and that's where we came from, somewhere over there. I know some of these videos when there's like nothing going on during the day, it's kind of like you gotta show, like, you can show the landscape, the terrain, and everything. Anyways, yeah, so I introduced you to Allie a little bit yesterday. Today I'm going to introduce you to Allie's cross-country coach, Mary Kate. And Mary Kate has a very special and story close to her heart. She actually lost her mother, when was it? April 10th of
2013.
April 10th of 2013 to suicide. And something that is, difficult to talk about. Mary Kate has been incredibly open about it, and I'm hoping she'll share a little bit with you guys. So I'm going to put the camera on her right now.
What all do I say?
Whatever you would like to say. I mean, a little bit about your mother, who she was, and
well, my mom was 63 when she committed suicide. She had been suffering depression for about 40 years. Right when she became pregnant with my brother, she went into an institution because she didn't like the sensations and it was depressing her. So she was admitted while she was pregnant, so it wasn't postpartum or anything like that. And then it kind of just continued on, and all I noticed when I was little was she always took pills, and I found out when I was older she was self-medicating, not even using really a pill that was for depression, until she finally got some stuff, and she had tried, we believe, 5 years prior. She said it was an accident, but who really knows? And she started doing stuff. She started doing crossword puzzles with my dad, and they held hands on the couch, and I don't know, she would want to come out to cross-country meets for me, and track meets and stuff, and yell at me, and watch me run, and she was always interested in what we were doing. She was the one you would complain to about your job and all that kind of stuff. But she wasn't the mom that you went shopping with, or the mom you went to a movie with or anything, because I don't know, she just never was like that. I didn't hang out with my mom.
I guess I can ask you a question. Did you notice any signs with your mother that would have indicated that, her, what happened?
Sometimes that I knew it happened.
I mean,
she had depression.
prior to her taking her life, were there any signs that you were able to see that you knew she was going to take her life?
She might do it. She did lose quite a lot of weight. We kind of discussed that.
Yeah.
She became very. We would go out to dinner and she would eat chicken Caesar salads with no dressing, which is essentially salad and chicken, and she wouldn't even eat like all the croutons. Like all that kind of stuff. So she dropped a lot of weight. She was probably around 85 pounds for real, like really small, and pale. And she got a facelift a couple months prior to it, and she was really self-conscious because it leaves like some red, and it looks like sunburn kind of.
Yeah.
But she was trying to do stuff to make herself feel better.
To make herself feel better. To get through that struggle, to get through that pain that she just...
she tried the facelift. She tried going to knitting classes, and I have those knitting needles. She said she started it and she got stuck. She messed up and she didn't know how to go back. She wanted to do some other things, like she was starting crocheting. She was making my nephew a rug kind of thing, one of those latch hook rugs, and she busted her ass to try and finish it. I finished it for her because she didn't finish it.
But she was trying to,
it was a spider.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, now I'm really scared. But she definitely tried, and something you said was they just saw that as the only way to be better, and my mom was in the hospital for
and I guess,
a whole day and a half.
With that being said, that being the only way to feel better, is there anything you want to say to, maybe family members who have lost somebody to suicide, such as yourself, and to the people maybe who struggle with mental illness on a daily basis? Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
I would like to say that still hang out with them, because I didn't, and that's like a huge regret of mine. I still went home over the weekends, but it'd be like, hey mom, do you want to like make cookies for Christmas or something? And she wouldn't be into it, obviously, because she just felt so like poo, and so I just didn't push it. And I wish I did. I wish I had taken that time to spend with her and kind of more understand it. I actually had one talk with my mom in the bathroom because I found her crying in it. And
sometimes those are the most important things you can do for somebody, is,
like
just being able to talk to somebody and just even being just a pair of listening ears.
And that's when I found out she felt like a burden.
Yeah.
And just her saying that stuff and her being like, she didn't want to feel like that. She told me that she didn't want to feel like that anymore, and she didn't want, worries to overtake her like that.
But in no way or form, no matter how much of a struggle she was going through, she wasn't a burden on you.
No.
No. And, that goes to, with everybody who struggles, the burden isn't when you're here, and it's not here when you're struggling, it's when you're gone. So, and that's the burden. But Mary Kate, thank you so much for talking. And Allie, kind of into sitting over there, so I just wanted to, you want to say anything, say hello to anybody? I know Allie and her parents have been nothing but helpful through this entire way since from Wolf Creek Pass all the way to Hesperus. So thank you guys again for everything. Thank you for joining me today, and I think that'll be it. All right.